Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game. Obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield. Just came up incomplete.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, Conley's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Hearns. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Hey, switch! Here we go. Wide angle. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Elliott running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Elliott, toss right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lawletta looking for a first down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Out of the gun, Lawletta going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They go play action here on first down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Back to throw, Lauletta. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And this is going to be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, 47. Here we go. Wide eight. Go. Get out there. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Gun.
Prescott down. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. All right, 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Lauletta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. To the air yet again, Lauletta over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Watch it now, Barney.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Again, Lauletta. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 47.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Right back to him on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. Then we're going to 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Lauletta. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Open man right side is Ingram. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta, and that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
46. Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Again, it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Wide, ain't it? Switch. Switch it, hey. 25. Check 25. Check 47. 26.
Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd. Down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Gun!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Here's Lauletta. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. On second down, here's Lauletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now, Barney, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Now he's going to go deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go to Elliott again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets past one man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Instead of a run, Lauletta wants to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.
Cool.